Hi, hello, my name is Prem and I'm the CEO of FAIRTEX FIGHT. Well, as for the brand FAIRTEX FIGHT promotion, we have been in the business for about 3 years now. But if you want to talk about the past, the brand FAIRTEX have been around in Thailand for about 53 years now, started by my father, of course. How did the brand FAIRTEX start is that my dad went to the Lumpini Stadium and he actually, fell in love with sport. He felt like, I want to help the people, the Muay Thai fighter to have a better life, have something to promote, internationally. So he decided to open a Muay Thai gym. How did FAIRTEX FIGHT got started into become a promoter is that Lumpini Stadium before, I think everybody would know, at Lumpini, people would go there to watch the fight. There's a lot of mafia, there's about gambling. But with the new general of the army, issue a statement that, if Lumpini Stadium want to keep alive, there should be no gambling involved in the statement at all to protect the Muay Thai. For me, I felt like it's my job because I felt that, I owe a lot for Muay Thai. I grew up, hearing the sound of Muay Thai, people kicking pads and everything, always go to the stadium. It's given me a lot of memories with my dad. So I decided to start something new, and I was the first one at Lumpini Stadium to be one of the, let's say, cleanest promoter there, that where people going into the stadium and the judging and everything have to be fair, and inside of the stadium there will be no gambling involved. So that's actually how FAIRTEX FIGHT got started. Every day I think I try to, I think it's a good thing that to start the day of something strong, after hitting the gym or running the treadmill for an hour or hour and a half, it really gives me a good energy of like, hey, I want to have a good production day. So not only I concentrate on FAIRTEX FIGHT, I also work for one championship as well for Thailand. So I am doing both jobs. So my weekly is quite busy. Monday is quite, I try to get my hands on about the FAIRTEX FIGHT work and everything. And Tuesday, my day would be mostly concentrating on meeting for one championship. And Wednesday is usually I try to go out and to talk to partners, talk to, make some connection with the government and everything. Thursday is kind of like my day here also at FAIRTEX Training Center. So I try to go look at the fighter, talk update with my dad a little bit about the business. And on Friday is the day I would have to go into Bangkok because of one Lumpini Championship. And also on Saturday morning, I have a show on FAIRTEX FIGHT. And Sunday, I will try to spend all of my time with my kids. What's the difference between FAIRTEX FIGHT? I think, it's normally in Muay Thai, in round 1, round 2, they kind of take it slowly. And only, second, third, or fourth, it's a real action. So we felt like, in order to keep the audience attention, we need to make something fast-paced, something action. So we decided to do a 3-round Muay Thai. We also trying to do MMA because right now the people in Thailand, they don't have an opportunity to fight MMA at all. We have a Thai fighter, they go out, fight abroad and fighting with some other organization or some other opponent. The opponent would have more experience. So we felt that like, hey, we don't have any platform for Thai fighter, for the Thai MMA to have a chance to improve themselves, so that they can prove themselves outside Thailand. So we also adding MMA into our fight, and also we're very open. We want to be a very mixed martial art in Thailand. So we also added kickboxing. And also recently, I think a couple months ago, we also trying to add boxing as well. So I think these are the main difference from other organizations. Other organizations are like very still Thai based, they try to keep it very traditional Muay Thai 5-round, but for FAIRTEX FIGHT, we're adding light music and everything, so we're trying to image ourselves internationally. I think for Muay Thai, I would still say we're in a top 3, but it actually depends on what weight division. Because Thai, we don't have a lot of big fighters and everything, so we are more strong at around 61 kilos, 65 kilos, 70 kilos. But not to be taking any thing for granted. A lot of foreigner fighter also coming in very strong, at those weight class as well. So I think it's something to be watched out for. So I think the Thai people have to train harder. And as for MMA, I would think we are still at pretty low level. We don't have anyone that's really stand out. So I would say only one now for MMA that really jump up, and she's the world best, Stamp FAIRTEX. I think that is the only Thai fighter who's active right now that doing MMA. But I think there's a couple that, new generation that now they understand the MMA and they want to get involved. So that's why, it's important for us, for FAIRTEX, to try to build those fighters to have a chance to be somebody and hopefully be the next Stamp FAIRTEX. And for kickboxing, I think we are probably in the top 5 in each different weight class. I would say still, 61, 65 kilo, 70. Thai is still considered to be among like top 1 to 3. But with the bigger weight class, of course, it have to be a European fighter. So I think I really have to give the credit to both Kim and my wife, because they've been trying to, like I said, giving people in Korea an opportunity to have regular fight, MMA and Muay Thai, because I want to give people an opportunity. So I'm all in because I want to help people, and also Kim want to help his fighter and his country, and also my wife, she's Korean, so she felt that this is her opportunity to help those fighters, to be somebody. So, and I agree with them that, it's a time. I think my wife have been working very hard with Kim for the past year and a half into, creating one of a great promotion in Korea. I think so far they have 2 or 3 shows already, with my wife helping them. And that's why FAIRTEX brand as well, we believe in the Ring Championship, that he will do the right thing to support the fighter. So I think it is the time now that FAIRTEX Fight coming in and really be part of Ring Championship to give those fighters in Korea an opportunity to get a great experience. I would say, it's not about win or lose, but it's about the experience that they will get from this collaboration. Out of 6 fights, of course, I would need all 6 fights, but it wouldn't be fair. So I would think, take it or leave it. We'll go 3 by 3. But maybe, if after I talk to Kim, we have a good battle, so like, hey, maybe Thailand will take it home this one. Well, let's start with how would FAIRTEX Fight get benefit. I think is that, this would be our second time after we have started FAIRTEX Fight within 3 years. It's going to be our second time to collaborate with international promotion. So I think the branding wise, people will recognize our brand more, and people will, in Korea, I think we know the brand FAIRTEX Fight now as one of the promotion. So as for Ring Championship benefit, I think it will grow his brand to become stronger, that he's working with one of a very pioneer brand in Thailand and doing Muay Thai. And I think this is the first time for him that it will show to the people in Korea that, hey, now Ring Championship is gonna do Muay Thai and gonna get people in Korea start to involve in fighting Muay Thai, and just not giving them opportunity to fight MMA, but there are going to be more chance for them. It's going to be MMA, next is going to be Muay Thai, and who knows, we might do, Thai versus Korean kickboxing as well. So it's really pen. I think it's both will benefit from this. I would love to continue, but if Ring Championship, kick Thailand ass, then we might not do it again. No, just kidding. But, I think we would do it again. So in the future, I think after the show on September 14, we can have a talk, like, hey, it could be something, maybe do it once a year or twice a year. You know, we can have like a trophy fighting or something, you know, kind of like the golf that they have the Ryder Cup. I think it would be something fun for both of our promotion, and I think for the people in Korea as well. So hopefully we can continue. Let's see that, you know, if this thing turned out well, we get good sponsorship coming in, you know, to support, you know, Ring Championship and FAIRTEX Fight. You know, we can have like, hey, every quarter or, you know, twice per year or something will be something that, you know, for the people in Korea should watch and see and keep an eye on it. And, you know, it's a chance for you to have a regular fighting, not just only MMA, but also in Muay Thai.